Happy Pride. Me and Gus are counting down the top 30 Pride movies. Gus, look at the camera. Stay tuned.
Thank you for coming along. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
Welcome back to Robert Reacts, where I react to things. Thanks for joining me. Today, I'm counting down the top 30 Pride movies for you to enjoy this Pride season. And today is part 1. Come back next week for part 2. So let's get started. Gus wanted to have his moment in the camera, so let's give it to him, right? Little cutie. Okay, why don't you hang out here, and we'll start with number 30, which is 2004's Hellbent.
This is where it happened. Two guys were murdered on this spot.
Their heads were cut off so cleanly. The tubes, they weren't crushed at all. They were wide open.
Which was dubbed as the first gay slasher. It's an indie horror flick that follows a group of friends being hunted during Halloween in West Hollywood. And a fun fact about this one is that it was marketed as Halloween meets Queer as Folk, and it intentionally avoids queer trauma tropes. Just hot guys and a killer on the loose. And the killer's kind of hot too. Number 29 is 2012's The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
What is she doing?
Don't worry, she does it all the time.
Turn it up.
Got it, Your Highness.
About a shy teen who navigates mental health, trauma, and friendship in an emotional coming-of-age tale. It's based on the book, and it was meant to launch Ezra Miller's career before he went and did something that ruined it. I mean, isn't that always the case? Unfortunately. Oh man, remember the tunnel scene with heroes blasting? That's a good one. Number 28 is 1996's Set It Off.
It's Cleo.
One of my favorite movies. The full-on snub from the Academy Awards toward Queen Latifah for this film is so strange to me. I still don't get it. They should be giving her one right now, today, in this moment. It's rude. The movie's about 4 women, including a queer character played by Queen Latifah, who turn to bank robbery to escape poverty and oppression. And Queen Latifah's role as Cleo was groundbreaking at the time, and her performance was so powerful that it influenced later queer-coded roles in action films. That Queen Latifah, she knows what she's doing. Number 27 is 1997's In and Out.
Grab 'em. You're in a barroom.
Okay.
Repeat after me. Yo.
Yo!
Hot damn.
Hot damn!
What a fabulous window treatment.
What a fabulous
That was a
window
trick.
Ah!
Which stars Kevin Kline as a small-town teacher who's outed during the Oscars right before he's even come out to himself. The identity crisis and comedy they meet in the middle, and they meet at the intersexual, the homosexual, the intersection. And the Influence Be a Man dance scene by Kevin Kline was completely choreographed with an actual boombox on set. And a fun fact is that the film was inspired by the Oscar speech that Tom Hanks gave when he won for Philadelphia. Number 26 is 1988's torch song Trilogy.
Ask you. The answer's yes. You don't even know the question.
I'm too tired to argue anymore, so whatever it is, my answer's yes.
Good. Because I love you too.
Which is about a drag performer navigating love, loss, and family in New York City over the years, all while searching for acceptance. The film is based on Harvey Fierstein's own semi-autobiographical play, which he also stars in, and it showed gay life and drag in the mainstream in a time when queer visibility was rare. Number 25 is 1996's Beautiful Thing.
That's not natural, is it?
What ain't?
A girl her age into Mama Cass.
She's got a really beautiful voice.
And what's the matter with Madonna?
She's a slag.
Hypocrite.
a film about two working class boys in a London housing estate that fall in love over one tender music-filled summer. And this movie has a really sweet slow dance scene at the end of the movie. Ugh, heartstrings being pulled. The soundtrack features a heavy dose of Mama Cass, who becomes an unlikely symbol of queer joy. This film is often called the UK's answer to Call Me By Your Name, but with more warmth and less beaches. I mean, how could this be an answer to a movie that hadn't even come out yet? That's wild. Number 24 is 1998's Get Real.
And the other day with you. And now, whenever I see you, I just want to... God. And what's wrong with me?
Which is a film about a British high schooler who falls for the popular athlete who's deep in the closet. And fun fact about this is that the film became a quiet classic in the UK's queer cinema movement, as it was one of the first teen dramas to treat gay characters with tenderness and not as punchlines. Very much a thing in the late 90s. Number 23 is 1975's The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Look, I'm cold, I'm wet, and I'm just plain scared.
I'm here with nothing to worry about.
Which is about a straight-laced couple who stumbles into a mansion of glam, glitter, and sexual liberation led by the fabulous Dr. Frankenfurter, played by Tim Curry. This movie is something that is in the fabric of every queer person. We all have a connection to this film. And a fun fact about it is it's the longest running theatrical release in history, with midnight screenings full of audience participation and costumes. And they're still going strong decades later. Number 22 is 2013's G.B.F.
I had about 200 completely unacceptable photos of myself tagged on Facebook.
Ooh, that face. D-tag.
D-tag. D-tag. Woo! D-tag.
Oh my god. Defriend whoever put that one up.
Which stands for Gay Best Friend. And it's about a closeted teen who's outed, and the school's popular girls fight over him as the ultimate fashion accessory, the gay best friend. This movie was overdue when it came out. This was essentially what pretty much every millennial experiences when they're coming out. I mean, granted, this kid was outed, but it's interesting how the film is about a kid being outed and it not being a thing that ruins his life because he's gay. It ruins his life because all these other people want to fetishize his gayness for their own benefit. Wild. And a fun fact about this one is the satirical film was rated R for language and mild sexuality, which sparked controversy because it had zero nudity or sex scenes, and it highlighted how queer content is policed differently in terms of the rating system. Number 21 is 2004's Touch of Pink.
First you, then Delia, now Battenberg cake.
New look. I'd really like it if we could be friends.
I have my friends, thank you. All the positions have been filled. There's a vacancy in the near future. I'll be sure to get in touch. Thank you very much for applying.
A film about a gay South Asian man who's haunted by the ghost of Cary Grant while trying to hide his sexuality from his visiting conservative mother. It's such a sweet film because you can tell that the mother and the son had this connection through these Cary Grant films. And so having Cary Grant be the voice that is leading the main character is very interesting. And it is fun to see Kyle MacLachlan doing a pitch-perfect impersonation of Cary Grant. It's pretty great. Number 20 is 2021's Fear Street 1994.
It's trash. Lowbrow horror. It's for my stepdaughter.
That'll be $2.95. Thank you for shopping at B. Dalton's. And have a nice night.
Which is actually from a trilogy of films. The film is a horror series that spans 3 timelines, the first one being 1994, and it's centered around a cursed town and a sapphic romance that might just save the day. And a fun fact about this is that Fear Street flipped the horror trope of bury your gays and let its queer protagonists be the final girls and the heroes. Yeah. Number 19 is 1999's All About My Mother.
Yo prometo entreteneros contando la historia de mi vida. Adiós, lo siento, ¿eh? Si les aburro, como que roncan, así. Yo me cosco enseguida y para nada eres mi sensibilidad, ¿eh? De verdad.
Which is about a woman who reconnects with her estranged transgender father after her son's death to navigate grief, identity, and new beginnings. It's fascinating. I remember the first time I saw this movie, the reveal that the trans woman we meet is actually this woman's father blew my freaking mind, my little child brain. And another fun fact is that Pedro Almodovar's Oscar-winning masterpiece is rich with queer and trans representation and was dedicated to all actresses who have played actresses. Iconic. Number 18 is 2024's Wicked.
What are you doing? Stop.
No.
Because Wicked's gay, people. Get into it. It's a film based on the hit Broadway musical about the misunderstood Elphaba and her unlikely friendship with Glinda. It's meant to tell the story of the Wizard of Oz from before Dorothy showed up. And this film, it means a lot to the queer community. It's so easy to identify with Elphaba as a queer person, and Defying Gravity is essentially that moment of coming out of the closet and feeling like I will never have to hold a secret inside of me ever again. And you're just going to have to deal with the fact that I'm gay. I love that. Number 17 is 2022's Do Revenge.
Are you on drugs right now?
I don't do cocaine! I don't even know what it looks like. I don't know what it looks like! I swear to God, I don't even do God! This is funny!
Take care, hon. We'll miss you. So sad. I really hope she gets the help she needs. Pray for Erica. Pray for Erica.
Which is a queer-coded Heathers meets Clueless teen revenge comedy where two girls team up to ruin their enemies. A very good time. It's the popular girl and essentially the bullied queer girl coming together to exact revenge on each other's bullies, which is genius. And the film is packed with nods to 2000 teens classics, and Maya Hawke's character was loosely based on Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train. And also, Sarah Michelle Gellar plays the headmistress. So, Buffy heads, get on it. Number 16 is 2001's Hedwig and the Angry Inch, which is a glam rock musical about a genderqueer East German singer's quest for love and stardom after a botched operation leaves them with an angry inch.
I found him incredibly hot.
I still remember the level of falling in love, like literally falling in love, that I experienced freshman year of college when I first saw this film. It's genius. It's beautiful. There was a stage adaptation of it a couple of years back with Neil Patrick Harris. It's lovely. And this is another one of those movies that has midnight showings with sing-alongs, a lot like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And that's part one of my top 30 Pride movies for you to enjoy this Pride. Let me know what you think of these movies. Let me know in the comments. Did I leave anything out? I mean, there's 15 more to come on Friday, but if I left anything out, let me know in the comments. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.